one place, there's a lot of cross traffic because you got different routes coming across. You got Route 92, which crosses the state. You got 17. You got Lake Alfred over here. Right near the old Cypress Gardens, or Legoland is now called, which is an attraction. Whistle stop. We're coming right through the city. A lot of truck dealers over here, a lot of different industries. And there's a McDonald's up ahead if you can watch the sign up in front of you. Every small city along this route's got a McDonald's there somewhere. You can't beat the prices. You can't beat the service. A lot of them are open 24 hours a day, even if there's a drive-through. Next stop from here is going to be about 30 miles away. It's going to be Claremont. And that'll put us on I-4. And from I-4 we're going to be heading back up towards Daytona Beach, then St. Augustine. That's what I'm telling you, it's a McDonald's that's open 24 hours a day. Old Polk City Road, Main Street, next signal. It's a little bit more than small town America. You got Aldi's on the left over here. You got Walgreens, you got CVS in one corner. You got Walgreens on the other side. And we got this photo enforced intersection. When it says photo enforced in Florida, that means if you crash the light, if you hit it when it turned yellow, or you broke it before it turned green, you're going to get a ticket. A lot of major cities have it, a lot of places are fighting it, but it's still here. And here's the big city traffic in rural America. Another 2 or 3 lights will be out of this town. You've got a Walmart here. When you're traveling these rural routes, or so-called rural routes, you'll see every major trucking company along the route. And you recognize them from Interstate 95. A lot of these truckers, they just like this route here because even though you can go fast on 95, there's a lot of times there's accidents and bad delays. Over here when you get in the open road, you can do 75 or even 85. And most of the times you will get away with it. Once in a while your luck goes bad and you do get caught. The state trooper says you got away with it most of the time, so don't feel too bad if you do get caught. Because you've broken the law of averages most of the time anyway. After this intersection, I think we've got 1 or 2 more and we're out of this town. And the next stop's going to be Claremont. And then we got the interstate, we got I-4. Either heading west to Tampa or east to Daytona Beach. to take us out of town. This is the last we're going to see of this city. We're coming into some more agricultural land. This is Lake Wales. And if you look out on the right hand side, there's a lot of agricultural land over here. These are baby citrus trees that are growing. Take about 3 or 4 years till they mature, but millions of dollars worth of fruit. Inside the town limits now. It's about 30 miles from our last stop, which was like Sebring. And so a bunch of traffic over here. Speed over here, just trying not to get caught by the police speeding. It's a very large town. A lot of cross traffic over here. Now 60 going to Vero Beach. 60 going to Tampa, goes right across the state from here. It's not exactly what you call small town America. And one thing they forget to notice over here, every one of these towns has got a McDonald's here. Every one of them. All along the main roads, and their prices. You go anyplace else and get a hamburger or a sandwich and pay $5 or $6. You go to McDonald's and pay a very minimal price. Here's a citrus processing plant. And we can see the size of this place. It is humongous. Florida's National Grove House. The size of this processing facility that stretches almost a mile. This is one of numerous facilities in Florida that are processing citrus products. Look at the tanker trucks. That's for juice that's ready to go back to the canneries, processing facilities. Lake Wales. It's more than a whistle stop along the highway. Route 27, which bisects the middle of the state just about. It's an old highway. This was the original north-south route in Florida. Next stop's going to be Haines City. City's on the way near see a lot of cross traffic because you got different routes coming across. You got Route 92, which crosses the state. You got 17. You got Lake Alfred over here. Right near the old Cypress Gardens, or Legoland is now called, which is an attraction. Whistle stop. We're coming right through the city. A lot of truck dealers over here, a lot of different industries. And there's a McDonald's up ahead if you can watch the sign up in front of you. Every small city along this route's got a McDonald's there somewhere. You can't beat the prices. You can't beat the service. A lot of them are open 24 hours a day, even if there's a drive-through. Next stop from here is going to be about 30 miles away. It's going to be Claremont. And that'll put us on I-4. And from I-4 we're going to be heading back up towards Daytona Beach, then St. Augustine. That's what I'm telling you, it's a McDonald's that's open 24 hours a day. Old Polk City Road, Main Street, next signal. It's a little bit more than small town America. You got Aldi's on the left over here. You got Walgreens. You got CVS in one corner. You got Walgreens on the other side. And we got this photo enforced intersection. When it says photo enforced in Florida, that means if you crash the light, if you hit it when it turned yellow, or you broke it before it turned green, you're going to get a ticket. A lot of major cities have it, a lot of places are fighting it, but it's still here. And here's the big city traffic in rural America. Another 2 or 3 lights will be out of this town. You've got a Walmart here. When you're traveling these rural routes, or so-called rural routes, you'll see every major trucking company along the route. And you recognize them from Interstate 95. A lot of these truckers, they just like this route here because even though you can go fast on 95, there's a lot of times there's accidents and bad delays. Over here when you get in the open road, you can do 75 or even 85. And most of the times you will get away with it. Once in a while your luck goes bad and you do get caught. The state trooper says you got away with it most of the time, so don't feel too bad if you do get caught. Because you've broken the law of averages most of the time anyway. After this intersection, I think we've got 1 or 2 more and we're out of this town. And our next stop's going to be Claremont. And then we got the interstate, we got I-4. Either heading west to Tampa or east to Daytona Beach. out of town. This is the last we're going to see of this city. We are now in Claremont. There's a whistle stop, and this is going to take us right into I-4. That is bumper to bumper traffic now. You ain't seen nothing yet. You get here dinner time, and you're going to really see some traffic.
Yards, take the exit right, then take the highway.
This is early afternoon. Get here about 4 or 5 o'clock and it is bumper to bumper gridlock, which you would not believe. Everybody's doing 80 and 85. There's some really is 65. We're doing 75. Guys on the left of us are doing 85 and even 90. We're about 10 miles west of Walt Disney World. Poinciana and Kissimmee is 1 1/4 miles ahead. You got here about 4 o'clock or 4:30. You're going to see traffic coming onto this highway like you would not believe. Eight and 9 o'clock in the morning, again, this is gridlock. Playing Chinese checkers on this highway here. Everybody's going in every which direction trying to get through here. We're right now cruising at 78. Brake lights coming up way ahead. So leave yourself plenty of room because when they stop suddenly. Of course, there's out-of-town drivers here have no idea where they're going. And I will stop right in the middle of the road to look for directions, believe it or not. White lines that you see across the highway, these are for aircraft. They fly aircraft over the highway and they will time a car and how long it takes you from go to one line to the next. This other line here, they'll pick out 1 or 2 cars, and they'll radio description to state troopers or police units on the ground up in front, and they'll verify from the air that they've stopped the right car. So leave yourself enough room because these brake lights come on and off. Disney World, Hollywood Studios, Disney Studios, they're all off the highway immediately to the left. These are all these overpasses, they go there. Disney World Celebration is a town off to the right hand side that was built by Walt Disney as a city of celebration, and it's an upscale concept Disney had many years ago. Looks open and rural over here, but believe me, there's houses on top of houses over here. This is very light traffic. You get into Orlando, if you have enough time left on the camera, then you'll really see some traffic. State Road 50 is downtown Orlando. 13 miles ahead of us in about 11 minutes at this speed. Right now we are cruising at 80 miles an hour. Lane, they're probably doing 85 to 90.
After 800 yards, keep left.
We're going to go right because we want to get a better view.
Keep left.
These are all Walt Disney World exits. In all probability, there is some kind of wreck. I don't know how far in front of us it is, but it's up there. The left lanes here seem to be moving faster than the right lanes. Early afternoon traffic leaving Disney World. At this rate, this is probably going to be the traffic for the next 50 miles, so I guess I can turn the camera up and you could surmise what about an hour and a half from now we'll be at Daytona Beach. This is 5 miles from our last position.
Keep left,
We're
then
moving
stay in the left lane.
At about 65 to 70 miles an hour. We're about 5 miles away from Walt Disney World. We're heading eastbound
Ahead,
towards.
keep left.
We're heading towards Daytona Beach. You can see the traffic going westbound. That's almost at a standstill. It's not quite. They're moving at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. And we'll be coming into downtown Orlando probably in another 10 minutes if we're lucky. And then we'll see some more heavy traffic.
After 800 yards, keep left.
This area is called International Drive, and it's the main tourist area. A lot of hotels and motels. A lot of facilities for the tourists over here.
Keep left.
Actually, tourists who stay in Daytona Beach go to Disney World. They even stay as far away as Ocala and St. Augustine and commute 60 or 100 miles away to come and go see Disney World. About 10 miles out of downtown Orlando. It should go pretty quickly. All these facilities on both sides of the highway are hotels and motels that visitors stay at to go to Disney World. State police helicopter going down in front of us along the highway. He's checking traffic and he's going to monitor and pick up some people that are doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. cranes are the official bird of Florida, called construction cranes. And you'll see them all over Florida, building for bigger and more congestion. Everywhere you look in Orlando, you'll see construction cranes.
After 800 yards, keep left, then keep right. Keep left, then keep right.
Off to the left over here is going to be Universal Studios.
After 500 yards, keep right.
No more room over here to make mistakes. You gotta know what you're doing. To the right, these are shopping malls. What I'm called factory outlet malls. Look on the left, you'll see some of the traffic coming to Orlando. Pretty much like this almost all day long. This is a crossroad state, or cross state road, whichever.
Ahead, keep left.
Off in the distance, you can see the downtown Orlando skyline. It sort of fades into the gray. If we're lucky, we should be through there in about 10 minutes. If we're not, we'll just be sitting in traffic again. The traffic on the left is now at a standstill. Traffic in front of us is coming to a standstill. Now off on the left over here, that's called the Holy Land Experience. And that's a depiction of the crucifixion of Christ and the ancient Romans and the Israelis and the Holy Land Experience. They've got the miniature of Jerusalem over there. It's an attraction almost the size of the Magic Kingdom. And they have the tomb where Christ was buried and rose, and it's an interesting sight. It's an all-day experience, very good actors and interpretations. And over here in front of us, we've got back to our bumper-to-bumper traffic. But it's slowly crawling away. John Young, that's the astronaut they named the parkway after. That's John Young Parkway over here. Well, that's because we have Disney World right here. Not Disney World, I'm sorry. We have the Kennedy Space Center and where John Young flew from. We're still about 70 miles from, about 65 miles from downtown Daytona. And if we were lucky, we'd do this in about 45 to 50 minutes. If we're not lucky, it could take us two hours or so. We're moving to some degree, so I guess we're doing some good. Sign up in front says congestion to Lee Road, which is 5 miles in front of us.
After 800 yards, keep left, then stay in the left lane.
Now around here, if you're looking for food, there's McDonald's almost every exit. And their prices are very reasonable.
Keep left, then stay in the left lane.
So this is a good way to see downtown Disney and downtown Orlando. Because when you're driving here, you really don't have a chance to look and see it. This way you can appreciate, oh my gosh, this guy's running out of gas. Excuse me. Momentary pause while we regroup and get our senses together. I guess I can turn the camera off for a while and get you another view later when we get into where we're going. Rubberneck is a car stuck in the bushes over there. Everybody's stopping to look at over there.
Then keep left.
That's what they're looking at, the guy stuck in the bushes. That's what stopped all the traffic here. We're only about 4 miles from downtown Orlando now, but we're not going to get there in a hurry. We'll get a view of it when we get over the top of this hill. You'll be able to see some of the spectacular downtown Orlando skyline. It is pretty impressive. If you can see it between the neon signs. view yet. We got pretty neon signs all along the highway. It's not quite what we call gridlock, but it's pretty close. We're playing lane change game because we don't know which lane is moving faster. This one might be moving a little bit faster than this sign. It's hard to tell. So we're just going to play lane change and see which one gets us going somewhere. Downtown Orlando now, so we're halfway there or a quarter way there, something like that. We're catching up on this lane here. We got a fast lane, we caught up to the truck through the next step. Almost caught up to him. I'll catch up here in a minute. Some of these guys might well just give a chance up. And again, may not. Here we are 5 miles west of where we started from last time, and we're running on just past Lee Road, which is, we were running at 60 miles an hour for about a mile and a half. Now we're back to 0. Well, let's see what we can find up ahead. We're at the top of the hill, and we should see something up here that's letting us not move, or letting us move. Well, we're bumper to bumper for another 5 miles, I guess. Well, this is what you have to look forward to if you're in the Orlando area. And let's see if we're starting to move. Let's see if we're getting anywhere. Up to 20. Alright. We're running at 20. Been playing tag with this truck from Tennessee, I think, for the last 25 miles. We pass him, he passes us. Nobody's really gotten anywhere fast. This is Fairbanks Avenue, and then there's the Douglas Fairbanks. And then a lot of streets in Orlando because of movie stars who lived in this area. Lee Road, I don't know if that was named for Liberace or who that was named after. A lot of this is local residents that are coming home from work or going to work or just wandering around. This is President's Day, which is supposed to be a holiday, so there shouldn't be too much traffic, but this is normal Orlando traffic for this hour. So, can't complain. If you drive in this area here, you better be used to this. If you're visiting, this is what you can expect. And there's no any lane which might do a little better for a few minutes and then it works for somewhere else. Eatonville is a historic black community. Why they named it Eatonville, I don't know, but it was a lot of black people that came to the Orlando area and they settled in this area, and they got the name Eatonville. A lot of the black people in this area now are quite affluent. They've been assimilated into the local economy, and well, if you live in Florida, black people are just a general part of the population. So if you don't like blacks, you better go somewhere else. But we have a lot of people in in the black community. They're fantastic jobs, radio broadcasting and all types of personalities, besides Bill Cosby, who's got his own notoriety nowadays. But there's TV stations, there's WESH TV, there's their tower over there, and they're in Daytona Beach and Orlando. Hoping that their call letters right. This is one tower they have over here, and they have another tower in Daytona Beach. That's a local crime TV station. It's called Maitland. And they also have a Doppler radar system, which they forecast all the weather around here. I think we're out of the traffic. I shouldn't talk too soon. Miles. It's a truckload of sod. It's one of our agricultural products. They plant grass, and they harvest the grass, pieces of sod, and they sell them at Home Depot and Lowe's and all the other stores.
After 800 yards, keep left, then keep left.
Part of the Orlando Gridlock area. They keep widening these highways. Eventually they'll have it 15 lanes wide in each direction. It used to be originally 2 lanes wide. It keeps expanding. I got 93 miles to go to get home. Covered 176.6 miles from where I started down in Lehigh Acres, which is just outside of Fort Myers. Now Fort Myers traffic, if you think this is bad, you have not seen Fort Myers, because Fort Myers is gridlocked all day. I mean, the traffic in the town is so large, and in the winter time you have all the snowbirds there, and you go in the public streets as well as the highways at half the speed that we're doing right here.